Okay, so this is graphics card, GTX 580, 3000 MB onboard DDR. The processor, I've gone for a hex core. I was going to go for Bulldozer, but the benchmarks aren't looking great, and I'm willing to wait a bit, let some people try them. So I've gone for this hex core. It should hopefully be good. I've got some lighting here for inside my case. It was supposed to be red, add a bit of red to it. I'll be honest, it's a bit more pink, but that's okay. It doesn't look bad. This is a case as it is. We've got the processor in here. Usually the devastating moment that all goes wrong, pins get bent. Thankfully that wasn't the case this time, and it's gone in nicely. So I'm very happy with this processor so far. Just a quick look at the fans here. We've got two in the top, both outtake, 200mm. Then a further outtake in the back of the case, and then an intake in the front, and of course there's another intake in the side panel. Now, processor comes with a stock cooler. This is it here. Fan sitting on top. Obviously, lots of space there for cooling. Nice heat sink. It'll do the trick on this processor. It is actually a good processor for overclocking, so you could go with the stock cooler, or you could go with something a bit beefier. I've gone for the Cooler Master V10. Sitting nicely in there. The half-X case obviously gives you a lot of room, so this has worked out well for me. It was actually very easy to put in, very fun as well. I didn't expect a cooler to be that easy, that entertaining to put in. So this is just an overall look at the case now. It has had a custom job done to it. The half-X case is pretty black as standard, pretty chunky looking, and I'd probably say not that attractive, but so I've customized it quite a bit here, as you can see, with the paint and some indents. It's supposed to look battle worn. That's what I'm going for. I think it's come off well. It looks different, and that's the main thing, so it's not going to look like any other half-X case. Spin it around and have a look at the side here. This has got a few features on it. The army green there, and you can see a number just on the right hand side. That's actually my grandfather's army number from when he was serving in the war. And beside it is just a little badge. That's because when I game I play under the tag Blackadders, so a little snake homage to that. Probably a viper rather than an adder, but we'll just gloss over that. It's a nice image, so we're going to use it. Right, and this is an overview, pretty much all set up at this point. This is really an overview, so you can see that some of the cable management, I wanted to get my cable management spot on, something I've never done before in a build. It's the power supply there, 1000 watt Corsair, and then obviously the graphics card. It's a Sabertooth 990FX board, and the Cooler Master sitting on top of our CPU. I've never done cable management before. I've done a few PC builds, never really thought about cables, just chucked everything in. So this time I've been taking a lot of time. That's my hard drives there. That's a SSD solid state drive for the operating system, and then beneath it I've got two hybrids, which are 500GB, and then a 2TB drive for my media. See a bit more of the cable management there. It's as tidy as I can get it. I'm actually really happy. When I've had to chop and change stuff after or mid build, it's been really easy and really simple. No matter how complex what I'm changing is, it's really easy to do because the case is fantastic. Stuff slides in, slides out, not really many screws, all held in place nicely with clips. So yeah, it's been great. I really recommend this case. Right, we'll go for a power on. You see some more scratches from the battle damage etched in there. Just flip it back. We've got the power reset and LED light. The reset one's yellow, obviously, so don't go hitting it in a darkened room. I might add some glow-in-the-dark nail polish to it, I think. Little LED button here. If we just press it, the lights will come on the front fan. See again there, the light's just popping on and off. Look really good in the dark, and good, you know, during the day as well. Good to have the option to turn it off or on. Squeeze in to have a look at the side. So this is the first look at the side panel. As I say, another intake fan there that is a red LED fan. We've got some bullet holes inside the case where it took some damage. That red light you see inside is actually the Cooler Master. Came with a red light which worked very nicely with the colour scheme I've gone for, and it just generally looks awesome. So it's a good healthy green light on the motherboard telling me that it's not on fire. The army green again around this side panel. Thinking about putting some red LEDs in the top two fans, but leave that for a later date. This is my favourite part of the build actually. I've installed a switch in the crock socket around the back, which is usually for water cooling. I've stuck a switch in there which is for some further LEDs. These are the red/pink ones that I've got. You know, they do look red, to be honest. They're just at the top here. These are additional dry bays for CD drives, writers, whatever you want. I've just got two tubes in there and making light. Just gives a nice glow through the grate and actually helps the inside of the case as well. We'll just flick them off again to let you see them, the difference that it's making. It is a big difference, hard to pick up here, but you'll see now. So it's just illuminating the case just that little bit more. And altogether, I think, you know, looks good. Looks good when you're having a peer at it.